What is up, Eastern Oregon? This is Doddsy, and this is your sports show for Monday, April 5th, 2021. Big show today, man. I love this. You guys know I love it. And none of this would be possible if it wasn't for Buffalo Peak Golf Course and MetTrimMD. Buffalo Peak, it's out in Union. It's beautiful. Dana's doing a great job out there. The views are immaculate. I mean, you just have to go out there and golf a little bit to understand how amazing of a course that is. Yeah, it's hilly. Yeah, it's windy, but the views and the play is just unmatched. Buffalo Peak Golf Course. Meet me at the peak. EOU sports-wise, man, congratulations, Max. I'm so proud of you. Max McCullough, all-time leading scorer at EOU for men's basketball. That's such an honor. And I heard from a little bird that they're going to honor him this weekend at the home games, and he deserves it. I tell him all the time, like, you're a heck of a basketball player, Max, but you're a much better person, and that's what counts. I appreciate you, Max. Everything that you did for the Johnny Ballgame show, everything you continue to do for this show does not get overlooked. And I appreciate our friendship and just everything that you do, man. Congratulations. As for the whole MetTrim thing with the diet, wow. So I've talked about it before. I was presented with an opportunity, and I'm going to take it in stride, and I'm going to grasp it, and I'm going to hit it out of the park. As of today, this is my first full show since I started the diet. I started the diet on Thursday. I'm on day 5, and I feel great. I'm on the ketosis part the first week where I'm only getting 800 calories a day, which is fine. Whatever they use in these foods is working because I don't feel tired. I actually feel really good. And my intake has dramatically declined. But the ingredients and whatever they're putting in this protein, the combination of everything, which everything's all natural. I'm not taking any pills, any appetite suppressants, nothing. Just the ketosis part, the protein, everything that you need every day at a minimum to make your body go into ketosis is what's involved with this. I visited the food pharmacy and I picked out the drinks and the bars that I wanted to eat. I got an EKG. I got a physical, blood tests. I take a vitamin B12 shot, which is administered right there. Dr. Kopp makes you feel really comfortable. And I would urge you, if you're having trouble losing weight, this is the way to go. There's accountability. There's a great doctor overlooking what you're doing. And it's just the opportunity is there. So I would urge you to go down to MetTrimMD in Grande and go see Dr. Kopp if you want to lose some weight. MetTrimMD has the most knowledgeable weight loss providers in the country. And as a result, the weight loss is rapid, healthy, and safe. Look for more in the future from me when it comes to this diet thing. I'm going to have guests on that have been through the program. I'm going to have guests on that are currently in the program, including myself. I'm going to talk about my journey. And my first guest that I'm going to have on to talk to everybody about what's going on will be Dr. Kopp himself, who's also done the program and lost over 100 pounds. So pay attention, guys, because this is a great opportunity. I love the accountability for myself. I love the support. I want everybody out there that watches my shows to hold me accountable on this weight loss thing, because that's one of the places where I've failed in the past is when I don't have people holding me accountable with weight loss, I struggle. I'm not going to struggle this time. I'm going to hit this out the park, and MetTrim's going to be right there by my side. Moving on. EOU Sports. If you want to visit EOUsports.com to get all the updates, if you want to stream, if you want to watch, if you want to see the roster, if you want to see scores, schedule, EOUsports.com is the only place to go. My first guest of the day, local boy, EOU baseball. I'm so excited about this. Not only is he a Grande alum, as I am, but he's a baseball player, and baseball's my game. Isaac Chamberlain, here it is. What's up, Isaac?
Not much, dude. Just got back from class, so.
How's that going for you?
Oh, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's definitely a grind, that's for sure. It's not easy, so.
So what's your nickname?
So everybody this year is calling me Jabba.
Because, after Jabba Chamberlain?
Yeah, it's exactly why.
The Yankee pitcher?
Yep.
I kind of figured that. I knew it already. I was just asking you so you could tell everybody else. So let's kick it off with the same question I ask everybody, like, why EOU?
It's my hometown. You know, I went away to CBC in Tri-Cities, and, you know, it was okay. I'm not a big city guy. Like, I like the small town. I grew up in Grande, and so just it's a home vibe, and I love it here. Mountains everywhere. You can go hunt, fish, hike, whatever. And that's what I grew up doing, and that's what I love to do. So, yeah, that's part of the reason why I came back, and to play on the field that I played on in high school, and had a successful high school career with a great coach. It's just awesome. It just brings the whole thing back together. So,
I've played quite a few games on that field as well. Like quite a few. I've always loved that field. It's such a pitcher's park. I mean, it really is. I can't like explain to people enough. Like the way the wind blows. Like most teams have a majority of right-handed hitters. It's hard to hit the ball out of that park right-handed.
Yeah, and
you got to hit a shot.
Yeah, I thought I had one this weekend.
I was there. I saw it.
I hit it. No, see ya.
Yeah,
stayed in, and I was like, what?
It did. That's that. So when I played, you still had Snowflake, and Snowflake you could hit bombs out of. I mean, the wind blew different. It was facing a different direction. It wasn't a pitcher's park, but I would definitely consider down here at Optimus a pitcher's park, no doubt.
Oh, yeah, not a chance. It's a hitter's park. That's for sure.
So as for baseball, did you play third base in high school too?
Yes. Yeah.
That's your spot, huh? The hot corner.
Yep. I used to catch too. And
you look like a catcher.
Yeah. Yep. And then I transitioned to third, and just because we had nobody there, and we had some really good catchers behind us, like Jared Rogers was in front of me, Garrett Vaughn and Logan Poston, local legend.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I took the transition to third and ended up loving it. I love the corner. So
I played third and slow pitch softball, and man, you get some rockets hit at you. I mean, even in baseball. So when I played baseball, I pitched mainly, but when I wasn't pitching, Burns, he always, and so did Mac back in the days, Wes McAllister, the first Mac at EOU baseball. They always used the DH. So on the days I didn't pitch, I hit for the pitchers, and then on the days that I did pitch, I didn't get a hit.
Yeah.
So as for EOU and school, what are you going to school for?
Right now I'm still undecided. I'm not sure. So I'm just finishing my gen eds since I'm pretty close to getting that completely done. I think I have one more quarter after this quarter to accomplish that. And then after that, I'm not exactly sure. I might go the field my brother did and go into like elementary education and be a PE teacher or somewhere along those lines. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, but it's not like a set in stone.
Don't hurry. That's what I tell everybody. Don't hurry. You're young. Are you the middle child? You're the middle child, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So you got Jake above you and then Danny younger than you, right?
Yep.
And it's just you three boys.
Yep.
But you got cousins all over this place. I mean, you got somehow you're related to the lacrosse player Donahue. Like, yeah. And I mean, your cousin Toby, he married my senior prom date. Dawn was my senior prom date. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how small this world is, huh? Like in this area, especially.
Yeah.
So if we talk about your future, I mean, it's either going to be elementary school teacher or what? I mean, do you have any ideas? Like what else interests you?
So being a police officer is definitely one of my interests. And knowing a lot of cops in Grande, I could get a pretty good, what do you call it?
Mentorship
mentorship with Cody Bowen or Jared Rogers or Officer Bell.
Or Jay Hearn, Justin Hernandez. He loves athletes, dude.
Yeah. So that's a good route that I could go into because I know a good chunk of the officers here in Grande. And another option would be firefighting with my uncle being a hot shot. So,
Tobe.
Pretty fun to do too.
So Tobe's your uncle. Tobe's your dad's brother, right?
Yep.
That's crazy, man. He worked with my mom when we first moved to this town. My mom worked at 4th Street Video with Toby when he was in high school.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's such a great dude. I was supposed to golf with him on Saturday in this scramble, and I had to bail out because I completely forgot it was an EOU home football game, and I had to cover it.
Yeah. Yeah. I texted him and was like, hey, we're playing today. He's like, all right, I'll let you know if I can make it. I'm playing in the scramble. So
yeah, Noah ended up taking my spot. It was going to be me, him, Joel McCraw, and somebody else. I don't remember, and for his, what is he, 47 or 48, 40, right around there, 46.
46, I believe.
Yeah, that dude he walks out there every time I see it. That dude is in immaculate shape.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like,
dude.
I don't know. It's insane. Like when we go hunting or something, he just blows past like my dad and my brother and me. And like, we're in good shape. Like my brother,
your brother's yoked.
Yeah. I mean, he's
jacked.
in shape. And my Uncle Toby just blows past us. It's like
crazy, huh?
Yeah.
It's really cool. So let's get back to baseball. Who's your idol when it comes to baseball? Your biggest influence?
My biggest influence. So everybody usually goes professional with this, but I go with my older brother because he's always been there for me. He's always taught me the game, and he's super smart. Like he knows every single little thing about the game of baseball, and he was a really good athlete as well. So that is my idol. That's who I get a lot of my information from. That's where he coached us in high school too. So he taught me ever since I was little, all the way through high school. So
how much older is he than you?
He's only 2.5 years older than I am.
Wow.
So, but the thing is we never really got to play on the same team. So he was always just that much further ahead of me in baseball. And I did play one summer with him on the Legion team.
How was that?
It was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It was insane. It was just me on third base, him at first base.
He played first base on the Legion team?
Oh, yeah. He was first baseman in college.
Was he? He does not look like a first baseman to me at all.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what.
I would assume he'd be an outfielder.
Nope. He was
first base.
Yeah, he's one of the
kind of short for a first baseman.
Yeah.
When I played, Jake Tolan was the first base. I was the backup. And so, but I mean, I guess height doesn't really matter that much at first base. It does matter a little. I mean, you get to more balls.
Yeah.
Bad throws, but that would be it,
Yeah.
So if you, after Eastern, what do you want to do something else with baseball? Like, do you want to coach? Do you want to maybe keep playing, find some, summer league, like semi-pro, any dreams like that?
Yeah, there definitely is a dream of, continuing playing baseball. And there's so many different leagues, like unlike any other sports, there's a lot of different ways you can get into playing professional baseball, whether it's independent league or like some sort of thing like the West Coast League, like the Walla Walla Sweets. There's a lot of options. So if I get the chance to, I would love to continue to play baseball. And yeah.
If you had to do one or the other, would you rather lose the ability to speak or the ability to read?
It's
a tough one.
I would say ability to speak because I could speak with my body motions.
Good answer. Good answer. So this summer, what's your plans?
Working.
You're not going to play anywhere? No summer. Where are you going to work at?
So right now we paint Grande. So with Parker McKinley.
Just like all the Grande boys.
Yep. So that's
you're going to be painting houses.
Athletes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great thing too. I mean, it's provides you with a safe, consistent job for the summer. And
yeah. And he understands and he's the baseball coach for the Legion team too. So he understands that kids need time off to go do these sports in the summer, unlike other jobs where it's like, oh, hey, you can't go do this because you have this, like this is your work schedule. So
right.
And he gets you that time off and he's lenient. So
yeah. If they were gonna make a Hollywood movie about you, what would the title be and who would play you?
Ooh. Well, if I guess I was in a movie, I guess I'd be a superhero. I would have Mark Wahlberg play me, probably, just because he's like height-wise the same. He's got a good build. He's a muscular guy, and he'd play some sort of superhero. Probably.
What would the name of the movie be?
Ooh, Thor Reborn.
Thor Reborn, nice.
Yeah,
they call one of the dudes on the basketball team Justin Jeske. You know him?
Yeah.
They call him Baby Thor. I call him Baby Gronk because he kind of looks like Gronk, and over the last year he's put on some muscle. So I was just like, dude, you're little baby Gronk. Your dreams and aspirations are obviously to play a little bit more baseball. At EOU, like what's the drive? Like with COVID and everything, it's been a really weird year, right? Like it's been. I mean, I can't even explain it. I can't even come to words for it really most of the time. But with this COVID year, obviously, are spring sports going to get the year back?
So if I believe we do get our year back, or we get it back from last year. But I think that's right. I think we do get this year back.
Nice.
Because a lot of teams aren't playing full schedules. And so they're just trying to compensate for that. So yeah.
Where you sit right now, are you going to play out your eligibility? Are you going to try to find programs like the Masters program and the Super Senior program to be able to play? Because, I mean, if this year doesn't count, if this is your freshman year of eligibility, that means you have 4 more years after this.
Yeah. So
what's the plan there?
I don't know. So let's see. This is my 3rd year, like actually in school. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to go to school for another 4 more years.
That's a long time.
Yeah. Even like as much as I love baseball, I don't know if I'll finish the rest of my 4 years of eligibility. But we'll see. It's unknown still. I don't know.
What are you committed to right now, at least until you get a degree?
Like school-wise, like?
No, like baseball-wise. Like you're committed to staying with the baseball team at least until you graduate, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay, good for you. Do you like pineapple on pizza?
No.
Good. What about like in Chinese food? Like the big chunks of warm pineapple?
Nah, not really.
Yeah, me neither. What's your favorite food?
Definitely deer elk steak.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I prefer elk over deer, but if you give me a blacktail loin, I prefer it over mule or whitetail any day. Those blacktail over there on the west side of the state, all they eat is green, man, or alfalfa, and they taste so good. But then you get over here on these muleys over here that eat, or the whitetail over here that eat the sage and the desert stuff, and they get that gamey, sagey taste, and it's not my favorite.
Yeah, see, that's funny because I love that game taste. It's
different,
but I love it.
See, I can handle it like to an extent. I mean, I like upland game birds. I love pheasant. Mm-hmm. I love and they're pretty gamey. But when you get a 3 or 4 year old buck that is a whitetail or a muley that's been eating on sage and desert stuff for its whole life, it's just To me, it's not as good. And have you ever had blacktail?
No, I actually haven't. So
Oh, that's part of the reason why. Well, you one of these days I'm gonna get you hooked up with some blacktail from over there on the west side. I got a bunch of friends that hunt, and it's
do it.
game changing, dude. And the funny thing is when I first got over there, when I first moved to the west side of the state, I see a deer, and I'm with my buddy, and I'm like, dude, what's wrong with that deer? And I didn't know that they had different deer over there at all.
Yeah.
I go, what's wrong with that deer? And he goes, what do you mean? I go, well, it looks sick. It's like teeny. And he goes, that's a normal blacktail. He's like, they're way smaller. I was like, I've never seen a deer with horns that small. And so like they're considerably smaller. Yeah. And they're just kind of scruffier. You know, blacktails are just scruffier, but man, they taste good. Anyways, let's move on. So one of the I'll ask you a couple more questions and then I'll get you out of here. Where's your phone? Oh, you're on your phone.
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
So if you can remember this off the top of your head, what's the last song that you listened to on your playlist?
We Back by Jason Aldean.
Jason Aldean, We Back. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And then one more question and I'll let you get on with your day. If pretend like I'm a senior in high school and Coach Mack puts me in front of you and says, Isaac Chamberlain, recruit Doddsy to come play baseball at EOU. Do it.
Do it?
Yeah, recruit me to come play baseball at EOU. What are you going to say to me?
I just say we have a great program here. It's a very home feeling type. You get that home vibe. We preach hard work, dedication to the game, and always being locked in. And, like, if you want to have a great time in college baseball and have fun with it, but also get better as a baseball player and as an individual, I would come play with us here at Eastern Oregon because we dedicate to not only the game, but to you as a person. So.
Very well said. Eastern Oregon, he's Isaac Chamberlain. I'm Doddsy, and we're out. I appreciate you, Isaac. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks, Isaac. Great interview. I appreciate you. I appreciate your family. Isaac's mom gave me a really cool LHS football shirt, long sleeve. And part of this diet thing, MetTrim, is I'm going to lose enough weight to be able to wear that shirt. I'm going to lose more than that. My next guests, 5 of them. It's EOU Senior Day, and my 5 guests, Tony the Keeper, Tony Gracia, Dylan Van Rensburg, Dilly Dip, Patrick Larson, Pilar, Lewis Wright, I don't think he has a nickname, and Alex Zuluaga, or Zulu. They joined me for a quick little conversation and a little bit of appreciation. Check it out. Lewis, let's start with you, and let's talk about where you came from, how you got to EOU, and what EOU soccer and EOU's meant to you over the time that you've been there.
So, I am actually a local. I was born in Grande and then raised in Grande. I played at Grande High School and ran track there, and ended up playing my first year of college ball at Corbin University. I hadn't really chosen a major or what I wanted to do yet. And when I finally did choose my major, I decided to enter the health field. So I'm pre-dental, and EOU has a great science program, and Corbin doesn't really have one at all. So I decided to transfer to EOU and played a year at EOU redshirting. And then classes just got too busy. I was taking 5 labs a week, and I would have been able to make practice maybe one day a week. So I actually took a year off of soccer my junior year. And then when Jesse Watson got the head coaching job and it looked like my schedule was going to ease up a little bit, I decided to jump back in and play senior year, and I don't regret it at all. It's been fantastic. It's been a lot of fun, and I love enjoying the game again.
Nice. Lewis, if they were to make a Hollywood movie about you, who would play you, and what would the title of the movie be?
What's the actor? He's the lead actor in Maze Runner.
You got me. I'm not a big movie guy.
Gotta be Dylan O'Brien.
Yeah, Dylan O'Brien. Yeah.
What's the movie
I
called?
looked like him a few times.
What's the movie called? Yep.
What would it be called? It probably wouldn't be that exciting. So,
You saying you're boring?
well, I mean, I don't know if I'm movie material.
You're not a bad looking dude. You might be able to fly.
I study a lot. I mean, if it's up to me, yeah, I'd fly.
Nice. So
Maybe it'd be a Marvel movie. I don't know.
give me the one memory of this season, and then I'll let you get out of here. I'll just get you out of here and let you get to class.
One memory this season.
Yeah. Best memory.
Honestly, I don't want to like bring up a recent one, but I had a lot of fun in the game yesterday, and it was really fun assisting Zulu. Alex has been working really hard this year, and it was just awesome to be able to give him a goal early in that game.
Nice. All right. Well, yeah, and I appreciate you coming on, and I'm going to just get you out of here so you can get to class. Lewis, local boy, Grande high school graduate. Let's, and we'll just move on. All right. Alex, you're next. Tell me how you ended up at Eastern Oregon. Tell me a little bit about your experience here and just like what soccer means to you.
So I'll start off, I guess, straight out of high school. I went to Dominguez Hills and I gave up on soccer, and I really couldn't continue living without it. So I went back to Hope International University, which is another NAIA school. And I was playing soccer, but I had to be paying for school, and I just felt like I could find a better environment where I didn't have to pay and that would like value what I brought to the table. So I left there and then went to a JUCO, like in my backyard, literally Huntington Beach, California. And we made state championships out of like 142 schools. We made the final, and that's where Jesse and then coach Keelan approached me after they ended up losing that game, but they asked me if I wanted to come to Eastern. So that was the only opportunity I had. So I took it, and the experience, it's been it's been a crazy roller coaster, but I do not regret taking the decision to come here at all.
What's your favorite thing about soccer? Why did it draw you back after taking a break?
Just my attachment to it. Honestly, just playing since I was, I've always played, but I didn't take it competitively until maybe like 12 or 13. And just, staying active. I see a lot of my friends are not playing or not doing anything, and they want me to continue playing for them. So I kind of play this game for a lot of people, not just myself.
Yeah, and so COVID's really affected that, obviously. I mean, without having a lot of the time this year, you guys were short on fans or no fans at all, right?
Yeah. COVID was tough because we were fired and ready to get our season going, our last season, all these seniors, and we didn't even know if we were going to get a season. So it didn't go the way we wanted, but I'm glad we had a season because we really wanted to play.
Yeah, what's next for Alex Zulu?
So I have 2 classes left I'm taking this term. Hopefully I finish them with A's, but if not, like the goal is to graduate with my degree in psychology. Then I'm going to be testing the waters in the professional environment. I'm going to see if I can get any teams that are looking for players. I'll probably do that for 2 years, and then if no opportunities rise, then I'm just going to do a year program, something called like intraoperative neuromonitoring. And I got a job lined up in that field, but it's just going to take a year of school. So that's what I got going on right now.
Nice. Hang out here, and we'll get back to you in a minute. Tony, you're next.
All right.
All right. So let's just talk about how you got to Eastern. Oh, what happened to him? He's on break. Anyways, let's talk about how you got to Eastern. Let's talk a little bit about your time at Eastern, and then a little bit about this year and what soccer means to you.
All right. So originally I'm from Northridge, California. I came to Eastern originally when the first out of like many coaches I've been here, Stan Rodriguez. A family friend hit up Stan, telling about me because Stan said he needed a goalkeeper. And then from then I met Jesse. At first, it was a really big culture shock. I wasn't sure if I was going to survive or fit in here in the community, but after meeting the guys and having such like a close knit group of friends immediately as soon as you get in here, really made it so much fun. And I've been playing soccer since I can remember, since I could walk probably, and it just means, even though at times like I just want to quit or I just want to get over it, be done with it, I know that at the end of the day, like I'm gonna miss it. It's given me so many opportunities in life, whether it be through playing or friendships or just different opportunities I'm gonna have.
Seems like there's a pretty tight bond on the soccer team.
Yeah, no, we're all like pretty close.
Yeah, yesterday was really fun to watch. I mean, it was like one of those. Everything like happened right, like perfectly almost. It was like the what's his name, Dalton, I think, or no, not Dalton. Dalton was in the stands. What's the junior's name that went in at the end of the game and scored the goal?
Oh, Nick.
I'm horrible with names. Yeah, like that goal when you guys were all cheering, like everything just happened like perfect yesterday. So, what's your plans after you're done here?
So now I'm currently in the master's program at EOU. So my plan is just to finish that out and continue working as a grad assistant for the College of Education, so that way they can pay for my master's program. That's a pretty sweet deal I have going on. And from there, I want to get into sports marketing, hopefully. So I have a few opportunities and jobs lined up with some people back home, and some opportunities here in Oregon as well.
Nice. Do all of you soccer players want to do sports marketing? It seems like everybody that I've talked to says sports marketing. Well, except for Lewis, but he kind of looks like a dentist.
I don't know. I mean, it's just like the easiest thing, I think. I'm a business major, and I've done accounting, I've done all that other stuff, and it just seems so boring. And sports marketing, which is kind of, if I can keep in the sports field itself, that would just make things more interesting for me and keep things more lively, I think.
Right. Do you have your phone next to you? Or are you
yeah.
What's the first song on your playlist? The last song you listened to?
The last song I listened to?
Yep.
What was it? Magic in the Hamptons.
Who's it by?
By Social House.
Social House, Magic in the Hamptons, huh? Interesting. Cool. All right, hang out and we'll come back to you at the end. Dylan Van Rensburg, you're up. So Dylan is South African transfer, or I don't know how we say it, but he's from South Africa. Dylan, how did you end up at EOU? Tell me a little bit about your time here, and then just talk about what soccer means to you.
Yeah, so I've got class in a few minutes as well, so I'm going to keep it quite short.
Go for it, brother.
But yeah, so I came to EOU because the assistant coach, he was from my JUCO, and he obviously wanted to recruit from his JUCO, so he flew out and saw like one of our practices, and he just picked me out. So that's how I got to EOU. My love of the game has always been from like age 4. I've always played soccer in my life, and it just helps me through life and helps me see from a different like perspective when I'm on the field, and it just helps me. Yeah.
What's your favorite food? And it has to be something that they have in South Africa that they don't have here.
My favorite food is biltong. It's kind of like jerky, but it's so much better.
What's the difference?
It's just, I don't know. It's just homemade. It's made from Africa. That's all I can say.
What do they make it with lions and elephants, or?
I mean, I don't think we eat lions, but but yeah, like most of the bucks we do eat. So it's very.
What
tasty.
about you? You got your phone right there?
I do.
What's your first song on your playlist? The last thing you listened to?
My last song I listened to was like Someone to Love.
By who?
By I think it's Bass Astrology. It's like a remix of that song. So
nice. All right. Well, this is nice. This is Dylan Van Rensburg. They call for some reason they call him Dilly Dip. I don't know exactly why, but it's kind of a cool name. And I'm gonna get him out of here too because he's got class, and then we'll finish up with Patrick, and then the rest of us will have a little conversation, and I'll get you guys out of here. Dylan, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yep. All right, Patrick, you're up. So how did you end up at EOU, first off? Second off, why soccer? Like what's the drive for soccer? And then lastly, tell me like one memory, one of this season that's going to stay with you forever.
All right. So I recently played at Southwest Mississippi Community College, and the coach at the time, my freshman year, transferred to EOU in 2018, I believe. And so whenever he left that following year, he asked me to come play here. And I didn't really have anywhere else to go. All I knew was that I wanted to leave Mississippi because it's just wasn't the place for me. So I was like, well, Oregon's pretty far away, so I might as well go there. And I've always loved soccer since I was, 3 years old. I've been playing since I was 3. And I kind of fell out of love for it when I was around 12 until I had a coach that moved to Pascagoula, where I'm from. And he told me, he was like, go back and watch the old Brazilian national team. And they're all just full of, ballers that, could do crazy stuff with the ball. And so I started watching that. And then from there, my love for the game just increased. I would go watch YouTube videos on how to do certain things and then go into the backyard and try and, perfect it. And then through soccer, I kind of just made all my best friends. I think with every team I've played on, I've had new mentors, like my coaches, especially my high school coach. He taught me a lot about soccer, and I'm so thankful to have him still here for me to guide me and give me direction. And then it's also like all my teammates, they're my family. I care for every single one of them, and I would do anything for them. So, yeah.
That's how it should be, man.
Yep.
Right? Zulu, who's your favorite soccer player and why?
Hands down, Cristiano Ronaldo, because that man knows how to win anywhere.
What about you, Patrick?
Oh yeah, I'm on the Ronaldo train all day. Yeah, for sure.
I'm expecting that Tony's probably not, because he's a keeper. He's probably going to say like some German keeper or something.
Whoa. I guess like my favorite like goalkeeper of all time would be like Iker Casillas, and then my favorite like field player would probably be like Isco.
Isco. So I'm old school. I want to say Pele, but what's the guy's name for Argentina that played over in another country and took all the flack? Come on, you guys help me. Famous soccer player.
Maradona?
No, another one. He's coaching now. Oh. He's old. He's like from the 80s, early 90s. Why can't I think it? I watched the documentary on the guy, for crying out loud, and I can't think of his name.
Is it not Maradona?
It might be Maradona, actually.
Yeah.
Is he the one that played in Argentina and then went to a different country and was playing in like their top league and was?
A lot of them did that, but yeah, he probably.
And then he came back and beat that country's team in like the World Cup.
There you go.
So it is Maradona. Nice. All right. So what I want to tell you guys is I appreciate you guys, because for the simple reason that I used to not be a soccer fan. Like I never got into it. I tried playing it 2 years, 7th grade, 8th grade. My kids have played it when they were younger, and I just never got into it because I didn't take the time to like actually study it like I have other sports. And this year I've actually taken the time to like ask questions about soccer and spend time like watching and engaging in soccer. And I found a new sport that I really like, and it's all because of you guys. I haven't really watched any other teams, the women's team a little bit, but I just wanted to tell you guys that I appreciate that, and it's exciting, dude. It really is. The camaraderie and the passion, it's something way more than I thought it was.
Yeah, they call it the beautiful game for a reason, man. That's just simple as that. You don't need to be massive or super anything really to play. Like anyone can play this game and get into it and be a part of it. it's the world's game. Anyone can play at any time. That's why I think it's so beautiful at all times.
What about you, Patrick? What do you got on your playlist? What's the first song on your playlist on your phone?
Oh, okay.
Justin Bieber.
Hey, Justin Bieber's not bad.
Old Justin Bieber sucks.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we can agree
But
on that.
new Justin Bieber is way different.
The last album, not that bad. My song on here is Work Song by Hozier.
And what about you, Alex? What do you got? Or
The last song that I played was Love Yours by J. Cole.
J. Cole? J. Cole. So I have a really strong relationship with Max McCullough, the basketball player. He was my intern here on the Johnny Ballgame show for like a year. And he's a huge J. Cole fan. So I always anytime I put anything on Instagram about Max, I always slap a J. Cole song on there. So Tony, you're going to go into sports marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, you are going to go into some sort of what
yeah,
was it?
intraoperative neuromonitoring is simply just I guess like in the operating room, it's the people that are looking at the monitors, and a family friend has a company where he does that, and so pretty much he's just setting me up like down that career path, and he's offered me a job, so that's why I'm gonna take it because the pay is pretty good.
Nice.
So and it would mean less school, because if I were to continue in my psychology or the psychology field, I would have to get a master's and some more training. So
Good. What are those flags behind you? What's that flag and what's that flag?
This is the Costa Rica flag. This is where my mom was born, in San Jose, Costa Rica, and then my dad was born in Medellin, Colombia, and I was born in California. So
nice. Nice representing. Patrick, what about you? What are you gonna do? What do you want to be when you grow up?
That is a very good question.
Haven't figured it out yet?
Yeah, I'm getting there. I mean, soccer's been my whole life, and I wanted to play professional. But recently, I've gotten a calling to like serve and help people. And my entire life, I've also wanted to travel. I mean, I came from Mississippi to Oregon. I've driven across the country, and it's something that I am really passionate about. So I want to try and travel to different countries and help other people, and just offer my service to whoever I can. So if there's a job out there that I can find where I can do both, that's what I want to do.
Nice. What's your nickname?
Pilar.
That's what I thought. What about you, Tony? What's your nickname? Tony the Keeper?
Everyone calls me Pooms.
Pooms. Oh, that's what Heather was calling you that yesterday, and I couldn't figure out who she was talking about. And then she had to point it out. What about you? Yours is Zulu. I mean, that's easy. Yeah. So I'm going to give you guys each as much time as you want to thank your families or whatever, and then I'm going to get you guys out of here. So Zulu, you're up first.
Yeah, mom, dad, sisters, everybody back home, if you're watching, play this game for you guys. Hopefully, making you guys proud and coming back soon. So we're going to join up together and have some good times again.
Patrick, fire away.
All right. Well, I also want to thank my family, my mom and dad and sister, my brother, just everyone that's supported me along this way. And even my people back home in my town, they always knew how much I love the game, and they supported me no matter what. And I especially want to thank my coach, Steve, from high school. He pushed me like no other coach, and he supported me, and he pretty much took me under his wing like his own son. So I want to thank him especially. So.
Nice. And then finally.
All right. So yeah, mom, dad, Michaela, P, Violet, Cameron, all you guys that are watching, if you're watching, just want to thank you guys for all the sacrifice you've made for me, all the time you've made for me to get me to practice, be in my games, support me, all the extra training sessions, all the extra things I've needed. I know it's been a lot, but everything I do is for you guys, and I can't thank you guys enough for everything that I've been able to accomplish because of your guys' efforts. Love you guys.
Nice. So I want to take a second to thank Lewis Wright and Dylan Van Rensburg. I got Zulu, Pilar, and Pooms. And this is Doddsy with Eastern Oregon Live Sports, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Congratulations on your EOU careers. I'm super proud of you. And I appreciate you guys getting me more involved in soccer because I want to be multi-dimensional, and I care about all sports at EOU. Once again, thank you, MetTrim. Without MetTrim providing the I want to say pathway for me, this diet wouldn't be possible. And MetTrimMD, Dr. Kopp, everybody at MetTrim, I appreciate you guys. And like I said, I'm going to hit this out of the park. One more thing before I go. Buffalo Peak Golf Course. Dana's got a little thing going on for the Masters in collaboration with me here at EOAlive and EOAlive Sports. It's a pick 2 for the Masters. We're going to have prizes. Here it is up on the screen. You can see, exactly what you need to do. Email Dana. You can email me if you need to, and I can pass it on. But get involved. This is free, and you can win some really cool prizes. Buffalo Peak Golf Course. Meet me at the peak. Eastern Oregon, I'm super excited about this diet thing. I'm super excited about everything that's going on here at EOAlive. We have an app. Go to the Google Play Store and download our app. You get everything right there. You can access our YouTube, our Facebook. You can get notifications. We also have everything podcasted now. So right there on the app, or you can go to Spotify and type in EOAlive and you can get all of our content. Big thank you to everybody. I want to thank Bennett Welch for his awesome editing skills. I mean, he's my dude. And BC, the boss. I mean, things are looking up right here. And we're going to keep pushing and keep grinding. Eastern Oregon, I appreciate you. That's all I got on a Monday. I'm Doddsy, and I'm out.